Hi guys, and welcome back to another flight sim video, and let's get straight into it. In my previous video I did say that there weren't any liveries for the A350, but I was wrong. If you go into the aircraft like you see here on the screen, you've got three variants: the ultra long range, the A350 1000 and the A350 900. If you just click on one of them and then click on liveries, and there should be an option where it takes you to the marketplace, and there you will find a bunch of liveries available to download for the aircraft. Now here's the bad news. They do cost £4.69 each, and if I'm completely honest, what IniBuilds have done is downright pathetic. There are some liveries where you just get Cathay Pacific, literally just Cathay Pacific, and they're making you spend £4.69 for that. There are Delta Airways liveries, three different variants of Delta Airlines, and they're making you pay £4.69 for that. So these are the liveries here. I bought three. I'm not going to buy all of them. This one here, Ethiopian Airlines, £4.69, and you only get Ethiopian Airlines. It says it's an African livery update, but it's not. Again, I'm gonna do a separate video on this, complete rant, but I'll leave that for later. But first of all, we're just gonna have a quick look at the liveries that IniBuilds have offered. So you've got this African Carriers pack, which only has Ethiopian Airlines, which is a bit strange. You've got this Asian Airlines one, which I did get. I think it's China Eastern. You get Japan Airlines, quite a few different variants of Japan Airlines, which is okay. You got Singapore Airlines, again different variants, and you've also got Thai Airlines. The next one is the European Carriers pack. I also bought this one. I think you've got British Airways, Iberian, Air France and Turkish Airlines. You seem to get basically 4 liveries, but within them you've got quite a few different variants as well, which again, if I probably will just stick to one. And then you've got the Gulf Carriers pack, which is Qatar, Etihad and Emirates. This is the one that I'm probably going to be using the most. Again, you've got different variants within the liveries, but yeah, I prefer my Gulf Carriers. This is how it looks here. So this is the A350 900. As you can see, there are a lot of variants of deliveries. China Eastern have first A350 delivered to China. You got a load of Japan Airlines. Singapore has a few. Qatar has a few. You won't see the British Airways one here because that is on the A350 1000 variant. So if you wanted to fly on the A350 900, you can't. But again, that's not an issue really. These are deliveries for the A350 1000. You got quite a few British Airways ones. I don't know why. You got Etihad as well, Qatar Airways, and yeah, that's pretty much it for deliveries. Right now, I'm just gonna go into showcase mode and basically show you how each of these liveries look. Fair warning, I nearly broke my Xbox doing this because the loading times of this game is honestly, it is one of the worst. Actually, no, it's not one of the. It is the worst game I have ever played in my life. You will see a lot of stuttering. You will see a lot of frame rates drop. It took literally a good few minutes for me to actually just load into Heathrow Airport, which is saying something. That's how bad it is. I also just did a little flight, literally just taking off. But again, I'll do another video either today or tomorrow morning, just showcasing my first flight, how the aircraft feels, and you know, spoiler alert, it's not going to be great. And that is because of Flight Simulator the game, not because of IniBuilds. I want to put that out there first. From what I've seen, the aircraft, it looks good. There is no cabin, which I will show you now. In fact, I'm just going to skip this part of the video because again, it's taking ages to load and I don't want you to be sitting here looking at it. So this is the cockpit. I've not gone into it in too much detail. First of all, I just wanted to check how the cabin looks. Now this part of the cabin, the workers area, it looks nice. I mean, it looks like a normal working area, but once you get into it, if you purchased the A380 right at the beginning when Red Hawk 3D released it. This is how the cabin was, and essentially this is the cabin you're gonna get, which again, it's not great. I don't like it. There's nothing we can do. IniBuilds have said that they're not going to release a cabin for it, so we're stuck with that basically. The first livery we're going to be looking at is British Airways. I mean, if you've seen them in real life, this is how it looks. I mean, the liveries look really good. Quality is quite good. You don't have any wayward logos or anything, or the wrong logos on each livery. I mean, not much else to say, is there? It's just a quick look at the aircraft. I think I'm at Heathrow right now. I did do a takeoff, which I'll actually show you here, just to show you how it looks. Again, the game is so bad. It is so bad. So I will probably do a couple of flights, but when this gets released on Flight Sim 2020, I just know it will work so much better, because this game is full of bugs. I don't know, it's been 7 months and I don't know what Asobo Microsoft have been doing, because clearly they haven't been doing anything. It lags so much, it freezes so much as well, and just to navigate the menu, it's so bad. So this is just literally a quick peek at how the aircraft looks when you essentially just take off. Next up we have Etihad. This video might be a bit long, so apologies for that, but I do want to show you everything in detail, and I just do want to get some stuff off my chest. I mean, the Etihad aircraft looks really nice. Again, you can see freezes there, a couple of frame rates dropping. My internet speed is really good, so I don't know why this is happening. Actually I do, the game is just awful, that's why. It doesn't happen on Flight Sim 2020. But again, the livery looks stunning. Can't fault IniBuilds there. What I can't fault them is the sheer ridiculousness of them charging £4.69 for liveries, where in some instances you only just get one. So yeah, that's a video that'll be coming later today, so stay tuned for that. The third livery we have here is Qatar Airways. I've only ever flown on the A350 once, I think, which is on Finnair, and inside it's really nice. Again, the livery here looks really good. I can't really complain anything about it. Again, freeze rates, which is going to be the story of today's video really. The wingtips are covered, and you've also got Qatar on the belly of the aircraft, which is a nice touch, and I think 2 other aircrafts have this. I think Emirates and Turkish Airlines, which I'll show you later today. You've got I think that's an Onyx on the tail, which is again pretty standard really. And then we'll move on to the next aircraft. So we've got Air France here. I do like the small touches that you've got on these liveries, such as the Wi-Fi, which I'll show you if I did it on this aircraft. But I mean, yeah, it's Air France really. I've flown them once or twice, not a really big fan of them. Air France A350-900, part of the KLM group. And then you've got their tail, and then let's see if they do have the Wi-Fi logo. I think it was on one of these aircrafts, but can't be sure. Let's zoom in. Yeah, it's this one, you can see it there. But yeah, that's the Air France. Next we've got China Eastern, and this is the first of the special edition liveries that they've given us. So this is the first A350 delivered from China. I'll probably use them quite a bit actually. You got Chinese lettering on the wings, and then you've got the aircraft registration, and then the tail. I mean, it's pretty box standard really. It's just showing you how these liveries look in detail, nothing on the belly. And then we will go to our next aircraft. Now this one is going to be a personal favorite of mine, and I think it's going to be the one that I fly the most. We've got Emirates, who have recently gotten into the A350 aircraft. Oh, these bloody screen drops just pisses me off. You've got the Emirates on the belly covered, and of course you've got it on the engine bay. You've also got the new Emirates livery, which you can tell from the tail. This is the new one, I think. And I do believe my first flight on the A350 will probably be from London to Dubai, or the other way around, but I think that's a pretty common route, and I'll probably be using that one as my first official flight on the A350, if I can get it working without me wanting to break my Xbox. Next up we've got Iberia, which in my opinion is very plain. You don't really have much on the tails. You've just got Iberia on the sides and on the engine cover, and that is pretty much it. I highly doubt I'll be using this aircraft much. Maybe here and there, but it probably won't be my number one choice. Again, I'll be waiting until it gets released on the Flight Sim 2020, because that's just a much more stable game for me in my opinion. But this is Iberia. And we are now at Japan Airlines, which I think they have quite a few variants of delivery. Again, pretty plain. I do love Japan Airlines. I have flown on them. I will be using this one quite a lot. You've got the faded out red tips on the edge. You got the UNICEF logo, and then yeah, just the basic Japan Airlines tail. As you can see, it is freezing a lot. So we'll go on to the next aircraft, which is Singapore Airlines. This is probably going to be another one that I use quite a bit, as I do love the Singapore route. And this is another one of their special edition liveries that IniBuilds have given us, which I think is the 10,000th Airbus aircraft. I really like this Singapore Airlines livery. I think it's just really nice. You can see how much it's stuttering here. Again, honestly, I really wish I knew whoever was at Microsoft just to fix this game, because it's getting ridiculous. But yeah, this is Singapore Airlines. We are coming up to our final two. First up, it's Thai Airways. It's a pretty nice livery. This is on the A380 as well, and I have used this aircraft quite a bit, so maybe I will probably use this quite a bit. Who knows. I do like the back end of the aircraft, the purple livery, which is quite nice. So that's Thai Airways. And then next up we have Turkish Airlines, and now for this one we've got again one of the special edition variants, the 400th aircraft, I believe, in Turkish Airlines, or maybe just the A350 in general. You've got the Turkish Airlines logo on their wingtips, and I think this looks quite nice. This is going to be one that I use quite a bit, I reckon. But yeah, those are all the liveries that I have purchased. I purchased 3 at $4.69 each, bringing that to a grand total of £14.07. Added that on to the £59.99 price, well, £60 price for the aircraft, coming up to £74, which again is steep. And again, just paying for liveries, it's such a frustration. So yeah, that is it from this showcase livery video. Next up will probably be a rant about the liveries, so please watch that. And then we will have our first flight, and then throughout the week I'll probably just add quite a bit of videos of the A350. So once again, thanks for watching. Leave a like, press that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.